What is going on, everybody? Welcome to my channel, Bits and Scriptures. I hope everybody's doing well. This is something that I want to continue to do. Some of y'all have been following me on my TikTok and my YouTube, and it's something I really want to, find a new way that God has placed in my heart to bring Christianity, bring Jesus to people on a different level. I've been playing World of Warcraft since 2005. One of the original vanilla players, really show your age. And but I started playing World of Warcraft before I even met Jesus. I met Jesus in the year of 2017, and my life changed forever. But gaming, gamers out there, gaming's always been a part of who you are. It's just something that we do. And God has placed this on my heart to really try to bring the gospel to people in a different level. Because everybody got to hear the gospel. People are like, well, you play World of Warcraft, there's Satanism and then there's satanic stuff in there. I'm like, yeah, but that's everywhere. It's like warlocks, witches, shamans, they're in the real world today. It's like they were in the Old Testament. Like whenever in the book of Exodus you read about Moses, whenever Moses was told by God to go free the people, right? Like Pharaoh's magicians used dark magic to mimic the same things that God made Moses do. So the whole witchcraft, satanicism, Satanism stuff, it's everywhere. So it's like who is no different than me using this platform to find a way to reach other people. It's the same concept. And that's kind of like what God has really led me to do, especially right now, is to really get people to understand Christianity, like what it really means, because there's this sour taste and image that unfortunately the church has, placed placed on people, and people have this horrific ideology of who Jesus is because of what the church has done. And that's been you. And if the church has hurt you in some way, or if you experience a hypocritical Christian that is a completely detoured you to believe in something else, I'm sorry for that. That wasn't Jesus, that was religion. That's not what Jesus is. Jesus is caring, Jesus is loving. Jesus took on the cross for us, he bared the cross for us, he went through the worst death you could possibly imagine when he didn't have to for you. And people are like, well, that wasn't true, and everything takes faith. Like I said, I was an atheist for a long time before I stumbled upon Christianity. And a lot of the same questions that atheists use today, a lot of the same questions that Christians get asked, I was that dude. I was the one questioning Christians, saying, well, the Bible isn't real, the Bible is translated in this many different languages. How do I know that man didn't write the Bible, man didn't disrupt the Bible? I asked all them questions, man. Every single one of those questions, that was me. I was arguing Christians, catching them in their faith, and well, you don't even know, you can't even defend your faith, why should I even believe it, yada 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 yada. And Christians get caught off guard, and so we have this idea to believe that we're right just because one individual doesn't have the answers. And it wasn't until I met Jesus in 2017, when my life was a complete wreck, shambles, my marriage was going to down the drain so quick, my wife left me, I was out of answers. Everything that I thought the world could give me, I was stuck. What do I do? So it was at that moment to where I turned to Christ, I turned to God, I gave my life to him, and my life just completely changed, man. And I really want people to understand, you can't let somebody else's actions dictate your belief system, your faith. You're no longer putting your faith in God and putting your faith in what Christ can do for you, putting your faith in man. And man's always gonna let you down. We're flawed, but of course we're gonna let somebody down. And so I want people to really understand, man, that's not who Jesus is. The church is unfortunately not doing the greatest job of portraying Christ. Unfortunately it's just not what Jesus intended. I'm not saying it's about all churches. There's a lot of good churches out there, and I encourage some of y'all to go really truly out there. And my plan again going forward is to really go live here soon. And I want people to bring their questions to me, whatever question you have about Christianity, whatever question you have about the Bible, about Jesus, about other religions, about why should I believe in Jesus only, why is he the only one, man. Bring them questions to me. I can handle it. I can handle the question, I can handle the scrutiny. I've been doing this preaching for over 8 years, man. It's nothing new to me. Any questions you have, man, I probably heard them, but I just really want you to get this try to rewire your mind to really understand, like, man, what New Age Christianity has portrayed Jesus to be, this hypocritical, judgmental, yada yada yada. Like there is mercy, there is grace, there is truth. All of that stuff is true. But it's just how they're portraying it is pushing so many people away, and especially in, like, I'm playing World of Warcraft 2005. Like, I get it. I know. I know majority of the people don't look at me like I'm crazy. Like, why are you playing this game and you're testifying the gospel? Make up people need to hear it. It's like I can't mask and mute what God has placed on my heart to do. And going forward, I really hope more people tune in. I really hope you bring your questions. Be honest about them, man. Like, you don't believe in God, you're an atheism. You know what? Cool. I want to talk to you, bro. Like, I want to talk to you. I want to know why you believe in what I believe in. I want to know where you came from. Like, help me help you, man. Like, and we could disagree. Like, I don't care. Like, I mean, I do care, but it's like, I'm not gonna hold it against you. I respect whatever you believe in, man. Like, that's what you believe. But I just want you to have whatever facts that God has given me to help you further really understand what Christianity really is, man. And we're going to continue to dive into Christianity. We're going to continue to delve into all this stuff, man, and really dissect the root of all of this, and that's what I really want to use this platform for. And I'm going to go live here soon, and please tune in and please bring all your questions to me. Love y'all. God bless.